So the United States education system is based on choice. In the United States, there are 4,500 universities and colleges. At ShoreLight, we're basically working with only institutions in the top 200 approximately. Student life is a real experience in the United States. You have to push yourself to get out of your comfort zone, and that's what U.S. education, international students and people from other countries make the United States what it is. Hello everyone, my name is Eric Furstein and I'm the Vice President for Student Recruitment at ShoreLight Education, and it is a big pleasure to be here. I've been enjoying my visit because I'm here. It is amazing. Just to be back here is one of the greatest joys of my life. After everything everyone's been through, to be back in Ukraine, to be back on the road in this amazing country, in this absolutely amazing city, is a real privilege. I would say the food scene, the coffee scene, just the vibe on the street, the culture, people know how to have a wonderful time here and enjoy life. Absolutely. People in Kiev and in Ukraine are so friendly. Anywhere I've ever traveled, people are friendly to me. I would say the Ukrainians have a particular ability to just show instant friendliness and welcome me instantly. It's a real pleasure. So, that's a great question. The United States education system is definitely unique in the world because in the first 2 years of any bachelor's degree, you're actually studying a bit of everything. You're doing what we call general education core requirements: math, social, natural sciences, humanities, and English classes. And then after 2 years, students are able to choose what they want to study as their major. So the United States education system is based on choice. In the first 2 years, students will discover what they like and what they're good at. And then in the final 2 years, that's when they are doing one subject for their bachelor's degree after they have declared their major. It's very flexible. Absolutely. So you do a major, and in some cases, students can also do a minor. So you choose one thing for your bachelor's degree, but then you're also doing something like a concentration, which we call a minor. It's really flexible. You can have many different interests covered in your US education. I would say it is the most flexible in the world in terms of interdisciplinary studies. Students will have a very broad background, and when they go for that interview for their dream job, they're going to be prepared in a variety of subjects on both bachelor's and master's degree levels. So what makes ShoreLight unique is that we work with such a wide variety of institutions in the United States. Wonderful colleges, universities, really top-ranked institutions. In the United States, there are 4,500 universities and colleges. At ShoreLight, we're basically working with only institutions in the top 200 approximately. So you're talking about the top 4% of all institutions in the entire United States. And what we do is we make access to those universities, application, enrollment, and student experience really simple. So international students are able to study at a wide variety of fantastic institutions. Student life is a real experience in the United States. You don't get to just be on your own, on your computer, only doing Facebook, only doing your apps on your phone. You will be forced, you will be challenged to be with friends, to meet new friends, to try new things, to participate in clubs, to pursue your interests. The United States education system makes the student life experience a big part of the education. You have to push yourself to get out of your comfort zone, and that's what US education is all about: learning, developing, and growing. Any outcome that American students can do, international students can do. So United States education truly will give you access to any job really in the world. The US education system prepares you for that interview. It prepares you for that dream job. During your degree, bachelor's or master's, you will have the opportunity for many internships for course credit, sometimes for money, usually not for money. It's mainly for course credit. And then after your degree, you will be able to do another internship, which we call OPT, Optional Practical Training. Basically, when you get a US education, think of it as the keys to that dream job. You will be prepared to nail that interview, and so that you will be successful after your degree. I mean, clearly around the world, COVID has influenced all of us. In the United States, US universities have done a fantastic job of ensuring that international students, domestic students, American students all feel protected, safe, and comfortable. Each state in the United States, you know we're a very big country, has their own rules on how to best manage COVID in that state, but every university in each state has protocol so that students coming from overseas, international students, will be well adjusted, they will be in their university feeling comfortable, and they'll be able to enroll in classes, whether it's in person. Every university in the United States now is in person, but there are some cases where some students might need to take some classes virtually, and what we do is we combine hybrid in some cases where students are in the US, but then they can also feel safe, protected if they need to do some classes online. We basically make it nice and easy for you to feel safe and still get your education in the United States. Don't worry. So I will say, as a US citizen first, international students and people from other countries make the United States what it is. If we didn't have immigrants or people coming from overseas, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be American if it weren't for immigration and people coming to the United States. The hallmark of US education and United States culture and society is we are a fabric. We are a multinational fabric. People from all over the world make the United States. There is no one American person. Everyone in the United States makes it America. So personally, it's very important to me. International students represent what my great-grandparents were coming to the United States. People coming to the United States are American. They make us American. So personally, it's a very big deal. For universities and colleges, international students give everything to universities, so much flavor. They give the student body. American students learn from international students. International students bring their beautiful ideas, they bring their energy, they bring their vigor, their intelligence. They enable us to develop as international communities. So universities and colleges are better off. They grow with international students. Have absolutely no expectations. The only expectation you should have is you will need to work really hard and be humble and be modest. Let the rest take care of itself. You will be able to get that dream job or nail that dream interview if you're hardworking and you are modest and you have an open mind. The United States education system takes care of the rest for you. That's the beauty of the system. You don't have to feel like, oh, how do I navigate all these things? The system is meant for you to be successful if you work hard. Okay, first thing I would say is be prepared to not speak a word of Ukrainian and Russian. Be prepared to challenge yourself in English. Be prepared to meet people who are not like you, and also know there will be people just like you there as well when you need that safety net. I would say you are embarking on a beautiful new journey. I've studied abroad, I've lived abroad. It is literally the best thing I've ever done, is to go to another country and to live in another country and meet people from another country. When you come to the United States, forget everything you know about your comfort zone and get ready to challenge yourself. Go out of your comfort zone, meet people that are nothing like you, and be prepared to speak a language that is not your native tongue. That is my advice. Challenge yourself. You will get so much more if you challenge yourself. Go out of your comfort zone. Yeah, my freshman year was hard. I was homesick, and I'm from New Jersey, and I went to college in Boston. So I went to university in Boston, and I'm from New Jersey. It was only 4.5-hour drive, and I was homesick. Imagine for Ukrainian students coming thousands of miles away. Be prepared to feel strange, feel homesick, feel like you miss, mom and dad, you miss your comfort zone. The first year as well, learning how to study at the university level in the United States, it is hard. It's not going to be easy, it's not going to be simple. However, in that first year, I promise you, it will click. There will be a moment where you realize, I can do this, I'm comfortable, this is my new home, and then get ready to just blast off from that point. So some of you might adjust very quickly, but if those of you out there are worried and maybe it takes a bit of time to adjust, just know that everyone is going through the same exact thing. You're not weird, you're not strange if you're feeling uncomfortable or homesick. Everyone feels that way, even the Americans that are from only a few hours away or from right there. It's a big step for everyone. It's new for everyone. Just embrace it. Just relax. Try to just go with the flow. Don't think you need to do everything right away, and it will make sense quickly. My favorite subject is psychology. I was a psychology major. My mom is a psychoanalyst. I love studying people. I love people studying me. I love talking to people about their emotions, probably too much, too analytical, overly analytical. Sometimes I just need to not be analytical, but I love studying people's emotions and their mind and what makes people think what they think. Oh yeah. So I was a singer. All 4 years of college, I was in a traveling a cappella group, and we traveled all over the United States and internationally, and we were able to produce 3 albums while I was there. They're actually on iTunes. I know that sounds like, oh, I'm bragging. No, but they're actually on iTunes. My college group 15 years ago is on iTunes. It's one of the greatest joys of my life to sing with my college friends like that. It was so much fun. Do extracurriculars. Don't only study. Push yourself, try new clubs, do new things. It's not just about getting good grades. It's about challenging yourself to try new things. Absolutely. So we've partnered with Study.ua for many, many years. And in all of my years of working with Study.ua, students are always so well prepared. They understand everything that I was just talking about. Open mind, they're ready to learn, they're ready to adapt, they have all their documents ready, they always have their visas ready, they always have everything ready. I don't know how you all do it at Study.ua, but every time you come to Study.ua, you are going to get a perfect explanation and preparation for what United States education experience is all about. And we really appreciate everything that Study.ua has done with us, for us, and for all of our wonderful students so that when they get to the United States, they're ready. Yeah, I can usually tell a Study.ua student, even if I haven't met them, because the universities will say, how is this student so prepared? How is this student know everything? How is this student so relaxed? It is very true. Study.ua students, they're always humble, they're always hardworking, they always understand, they have to learn, they're not going to get all the answers right away, and it really helps these students to adapt and to be successful. I don't know how you all do it as well at Study.ua, but basically in the last 3-4 intakes, we've had 100% visa success. So I don't know how you're doing it. No, I know how you're doing it. Amazing counseling and preparation. We haven't had one visa rejection. We all know these days that's not an easy thing to do at all. We're very appreciative, and I'm sure your students are really appreciative as well. So I would just say, adechat. So all parents and students worried about COVID and pandemic and university and what's happening next and what's следующее and all that, just relax. Just take a step back and understand we got you. US universities understand it's a big journey for parents, for students, for everyone involved, all relatives. Hundreds of years, US institutions have been supporting students. You are going to have a great experience in the United States. 2 years of a pandemic does not derail the whole system. Life is getting back to normal, but we are being safe in the United States. You're going to have a wonderful experience. Just try to relax and know that everyone is going through that same kind of jitters and anxiety in the beginning. You're going to do great when you get to the United States. And Study.ua has got you here to prepare you for this really exciting journey.